Unveiled Shadows. In the heart of San Francisco, a city cloaked in a perpetual fog that concealed both its beauty and its secrets, an unsettling tale unfolded. The story of a CraigsList transaction took a bizarre turn, plunging its protagonist, Olivia Foster, into a disconcerting encounter that transcended the boundaries of a simple exchange. The bicycle she sought became a conduit to the macabre, and the seller, a mysterious figure who hid more than just the details of the transaction. Olivia, an adventurous soul with a passion for cycling, found herself scouring CraigsList in search of the perfect two-wheeled companion. Amidst the listings, she stumbled upon an enticing offer for a vintage bicycle, complete with the promise of smooth rides and picturesque journeys. The seller, known only by the cryptic username Shadow Peddler, arranged to meet Olivia in a deserted parking lot behind a grocery store on the outskirts of the city. As the evening descended, casting long shadows that danced across the asphalt, Olivia arrived at the agreed-upon location. The flickering light of the grocery store sign provided an eerie backdrop to the encounter that awaited her. The air hung heavy with a sense of anticipation as Olivia spotted a silhouette lingering near the vintage bicycle. The seller, obscured by the dim light, stepped forward, revealing a figure draped in shadows. His features remained shrouded, a deliberate choice that heightened the suspense. Olivia felt a subtle unease, but dismissed it as the natural nervousness that accompanies such transactions. Little did she know that this encounter would leave an indelible mark on her psyche. As the exchange began, with the vintage bicycle changing hands, Olivia's eyes widened in horror. The shadows that cloaked the seller unveiled more than just his identity. He stood before her with a flaccid penis exposed, an unsettling appendage that defied explanation. The air turned thick with discomfort as Olivia grappled with the surreal and nightmarish twist this transaction had taken. Despite the shock, Olivia managed to maintain her composure, hastily completing the exchange and distancing herself from the bizarre seller. The vintage bicycle, now tainted by the eerie encounter, rolled alongside Olivia as she left the deserted parking lot. The city's fog, which usually offered a comforting embrace, now seemed to shroud her in a chilling mist of unease. As Olivia pedaled away from the haunting scene, the unsettling encounter lingered in her thoughts. The shadows that had concealed the seller's intentions now cast a foreboding presence that loomed over her. The bicycle, once a symbol of freedom, carried with it the weight of an encounter that transcended the ordinary into the realm of the inexplicable. Days turned into nights, and Olivia found herself haunted by the memory of the flaccid encounter. The vintage bicycle, a reminder of the peculiar transaction, stood as a silent witness to the shadows that lurked in the corners of her mind. The ordinary act of cycling now bore the weight of an otherworldly encounter that defied rational explanation. And so, the story of Olivia Foster and the enigmatic Shadow Peddler faded into the foggy abyss of San Francisco's secrets. The unsettling encounter, veiled in shadows and flaccid mystery, became a whispered legend, a cautionary tale for those who dared to tread the obscure paths of CraigsList, where the ordinary and the macabre intertwined in unsettling harmony. Calculated captivity. In the sprawling cityscape of New York, where the towering skyscrapers cast long shadows that swallowed the unsuspecting, a chilling tale emerged from the depths of a seemingly innocent CraigsList transaction. The story began with a simple exchange. A seller named Alex Mitchell and a prospective buyer named Evan Hayes, both bound by the common thread of a graphing calculator. Alex, a college student burdened by the weight of academic expenses, sought to part ways with his trusty graphing calculator, a relic of countless late-night study sessions. Evan, a stranger connected through the digital labyrinth of CraigsList, expressed interest in the device. Little did they know that this seemingly routine transaction would spiral into a nightmarish encounter that defied logic. The agreed-upon meeting spot was a dimly lit parking lot near the university campus, a space where the concrete echoed with the distant whispers of the city. Alex, clutching the graphing calculator, nervously awaited Evan's arrival. The air was thick with the tension of the unknown, a sense that something lurked beneath the surface of the mundane exchange. As Evan's car pulled into the parking lot, Alex hesitated for a moment before approaching. The dim glow of the street lamp painted an eerie tableau as the two strangers converged in the dimly lit space. The exchange began as expected, with Evan examining the graphing calculator, testing its functions to ensure it met his requirements. Everything seemed routine until Evan, with an unsettling smile, handed the calculator back to Alex. As the device changed hands, the once innocuous screen transformed into a haunting message: "You are kidnapped." A shiver ran down Alex's spine as the words materialized on the graphing calculator's display, an eerie revelation that defied comprehension. In the blink of an eye, the car doors locked with an ominous click, trapping Alex inside Evan's vehicle. Panic set in as the reality of the situation unfolded. The parking lot, once a symbol of routine transactions, now became a stage for a sinister plot orchestrated by a stranger with a twisted sense of humor. Evan, his smile widening, revealed that it was all a sick joke. The air in the car hung heavy with the lingering fear, a chilling reminder that the line between harmless pranks and true malevolence could blur in the most unexpected ways. With a warning to be more careful in the future, Evan released Alex from the calculated captivity, leaving him to grapple with the surreal nature of the encounter. As Alex stumbled out of the car, the parking lot seemed to exhale a sigh of relief. The shadows that had concealed the bizarre exchange now receded, leaving behind a lingering unease. The graphing calculator, once a tool of education, now bore witness to an encounter that transcended the boundaries of reason. In the aftermath of the calculated captivity, the story of Alex Mitchell and Evan Hayes became a whispered legend in the city that never sleeps. The digital realm of CraigsList, where transactions unfolded in a veil of anonymity, proved to be a realm where the ordinary and the extraordinary collided in unexpected ways. The graphing calculator, a symbol of knowledge, became a silent witness to the enigma of a nightmarish joke that defied explanation. Tangled Webs. In the heart of Los Angeles, where the city's sprawling streets concealed both dreams and nightmares, a chilling tale unfolded, revealing the darkest corners of human nature, lurking in the digital shadows of CraigsList. The story began with a digital post, a grotesque offer that would plunge the protagonist, Emma Turner, into a web of deceit, desperation, and the sinister trade that defied all sense of morality. Emma, a journalist with a keen sense of curiosity, stumbled upon a disturbing CraigsList listing that sent shivers down her spine. The post, under the anonymous username Dark Bargain, offered an unborn child for sale, a macabre transaction fueled by the user's downward spiral into the abyss of moral decay. The unsettling details of the listing hinted at a trade involving drugs or cash, with the added twist that the child would only be available to serious offers and must be of a specific race, white. Haunted by the grotesque nature of the post, Emma decided to delve deeper into the shadows of CraigsList, determined to unveil the truth behind this appalling listing. As she traced the digital breadcrumbs, she discovered another equally disturbing tale that echoed the same theme of human depravity. Paul Marquez, a New Yorker with a dark secret, attempted to sell a 2-month-old infant belonging to a woman he was dating on CraigsList for a mere $100. The revelation sent shockwaves through Emma's investigative instincts, igniting a fire within her to expose the underbelly of a world where the innocent were traded like commodities. The web of deceit expanded as Emma uncovered the intricacies of these sinister transactions. Dark Bargain's post turned out to be a convoluted prank, a sick joke that played on the darkest fears of those who stumbled upon it. However, Paul Marquez's attempt to sell an infant was all too real, a grotesque manifestation of the vile intentions that festered in the heart of an individual consumed by moral decay. Determined to shed light on the darkness that lurked within the digital realm, Emma embarked on a journey that led her to the heart of the city's shadows. The web of deceit unfolded in a series of clandestine meetings, each more unsettling than the last, as she encountered individuals whose humanity had been eclipsed by their insatiable thirst for depravity. As Emma delved deeper into the sinister trade, she became entangled in a web of lies, deceit, and desperation. The city's pulse seemed to quicken with each revelation, and the boundaries between right and wrong blurred into a disconcerting haze. The innocent lives caught in this macabre dance became pawns in a game where morality had long been forsaken. In the final chapters of this chilling tale, Emma found herself standing at the crossroads of truth and darkness. The web of deceit had ensnared her, threatening to consume her as she confronted the true nature of the CraigsList trade. The digital shadows whispered secrets that sent chills down her spine, leaving her grappling with the weight of the sinister revelations. And so, the story of Emma Turner and the grotesque trade faded into the cacophony of the city's secrets. The CraigsList listings, both disturbing and deceptive, became a haunting reminder that behind the veneer of the digital realm, a world of darkness awaited those who dared to peel back its layers. The tangled webs of deceit and moral decay lingered, leaving the city's shadows forever tainted by the unsettling truth that had been exposed.